What a fall! Oh, hi! Today we are going to talk about the fall. Last week we talked about creation, and isn't it so amazing how God made everything? And his best creation was mankind, humans. God made you and God made me. The very first human God made was Adam. God formed Adam from the dust in the ground. Oh man, this is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be the best little man ever. Dust? All I have is this sand to work with. I don't have any dust. Mom, do we have any dust? Ugh. And once he had a shape, he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. I have to what? Breathe it? I'm not putting that in my mouth. You didn't say anything. Ma, didn't you tell me not to put dirt in my mouth? God showed Adam around this beautiful garden called the Garden of Eden. And he said, you can eat from any one of these trees except the tree in the middle. That's called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Adam enjoyed the Garden of Eden so much. He got to eat yummy fruits and see all the different animals, and he got to walk with God and talk with God, but he was starting to feel lonely. So God did the most amazing thing. He performed the very first surgery. Ooh, surgery. Now we're talking. Ma, get my toolkit. God put Adam into a deep sleep. The sleep was so deep that God was able to cut open Adam's side, and he took out a rib and he placed that rib on the ground, and he formed the very first woman, Eve. When Adam woke up, he and Eve fell in love right away. They got married and they were the very first husband and wife, and they lived so happy together in the garden. That is until one day when a serpent came by. That serpent was very crafty, and he talked to Eve and he convinced her to eat the fruit on that tree that they weren't supposed to. Forbidden fruit. All this dirt is making me hungry. Now that's some good fruit. Wait. Forbidden fruit? Oh no. Am I gonna get sick? Am I gonna die? Is it gonna give me the cold sweats and the shivers? Ma! That crafty serpent, he told Eve, well, you won't die if you eat that. No, you'll be just like God. Well, are you sure I won't die? Eve said. And the serpent assured her, no, you won't die. Eve took the fruit and took a bite. It was pretty tasty too. And she didn't die, but she gave that fruit to Adam, and Adam took the fruit. Oh yeah, it is pretty tasty, but he didn't die either. And just then, after they ate the fruit, God was walking in the garden, and he called out to them and said, Adam, Eve. But they hid. Why would they hide? Well, eventually they came out of hiding, and when they were in front of God, he said, where were you? And Adam said, we hid because we were embarrassed that we were naked. Ma! I ate a fruit and I wasn't supposed to, and I'm so sorry, but it's gonna turn me embarrassed and naked. Uh-oh, you ate the forbidden fruit, didn't you? Yeah, that wasn't the best choice either. But from that day on, we humans knew what was right and what was wrong, because that fruit gave us all the knowledge about right and wrong. And because they broke God's one rule, they had to leave the Garden of Eden. And God told them they were going to have to work really hard, and that there was going to be pain when they gave childbirth, and that there would be a struggle between the serpent and the woman, and that the serpent wasn't going to be able to crawl around on hands and feet. He had to slither, and that's why snakes don't have legs. We call all of this the fall. And we didn't literally fall from the sky or anything, but we fell into something called sin. Adam and Eve, who were perfect, and they got to live in this beautiful place and talk with God every day, got kicked out because they made the wrong choice. And sin is simply making bad choices, doing the wrong thing. And not one sin is worse than another. They're all bad. They're all sin. And sin separates us from God. But don't worry, there is good news. The rest of the Bible talks about how God took that separation and He brought us back together so that we could be connected with Him. And He did that through His only Son, Jesus Christ. And if you believe Jesus died for you, then you can live in heaven one day as well. And that is the best news anybody could ever get. And if you think I'm wrong, it gets even better, because that gift that God gives us is absolutely free. We don't have to do anything to earn it. God says, I want to live with you in heaven, so accept what my son Jesus did for you on the cross. And that is the best free gift ever. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you tune in next week when we talk about two brothers who didn't get along very much. Hope you have a great day. Bye! Ma, I love you.